Slim!
Ken!
We got no food, we got no jobs, our pets' heads are falling off!
Where's the booze?
I got robbed by a sweet old lady on a motorized cart. I didn't even see it come.
Hey! Yeah, Dan? You have any more of that gum? That's none of your damn business, and I'll thank you to stay out of my personal affairs.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
You guys give up, or you're thirsty for more?
All right, welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I am your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Kim.
And what's today's date?
The 4th.
4/4/2023. And we are going over the results of the All-Star Touch Football League. Dietrich girl, hello, motherfucker. Yo, what's up with you, man? You supposed to hit me up. Why haven't you called me? Last time I talked to you, you hung up on me. What's up with that? We were supposed to go to H&R Block. What are you doing? What are we doing here, girl? What are we doing here?
All right. Anyway, so let's get into the scores. Week 8 scores. May have a guest come on, but we don't know yet.
Oh yeah.
But
Possible have a guest. Maybe we'll have a guest.
Possibly.
I hope we have a guest.
It's a surprise guest. We're not going to tell y'all who unless they come on.
Unless,
Yeah. We'll see.
I hope.
Hopefully, it's not past his bedtime. You know how long the two people are. Like,
Trying to say he's old? Come on, man.
No, I'm just messing. Like to go to bed early. Hey, if Coco can hang till midnight. All right, so week 8. Rock Bottom beat Performance Lab 27-6.
Hold on, let me applaud them. Let's applaud. Let's do we stopped doing that. We stopped doing the applause. But
because we didn't have the sound effects for a little bit.
Yeah. Hope that's loud enough for everybody.
The Prospects beat the Crypto Sharks 17-6.
Let's go.
GCRs beat the Panthers 31-0.
Damn.
I mean, it is the Panthers. Camden beat the Vipers 27-6.
Let's go.
Trauma beat the Usual Suspects 20-12.
Applaud them. Applaud them.
And the Brewers beat the Sloth 20-12. All right, both 20-12.
All right, so we are actually going into the last week.
Yeah, we're not here next week because it's Easter.
Yeah, well, this week.
Week, yeah.
But it's going into the season, the league. It's going into the last week.
Before playoffs.
Yeah, pretty much. It is the seating's going to be set after I think some of the teams are already locked in.
Top 6 are clinched?
He said no, he's doing yeah.
Well, no, it would be the top
I don't know.
5?
Top 5, I think.
And the seating could change, but they're in the top. They're
yeah,
in the top 8.
definitely in the top 8. So Trauma 7-1, Camden 7-1, Rock Bottom 6-2, GC Irish 5-2-1.
somehow, some way, the Brewers have creeped up there and are in 5th place with 5-3. They've hopped over Performance Lab somehow. Some way.
it's to me it's nuts. It's nuts that the Brewers
I know.
are ahead of NJ
I
Lab, but they
know.
beat them. They beat them,
Did
and yeah, they beat them 2 weeks ago.
they?
And
So maybe the Brewers are starting to turn it around some. I mean, everyone knew they had potential.
but
Matt's getting off the mat
maybe he's finally getting comfortable with his receivers.
with his son. I see his son stepping up there, putting up some more touchdowns and stuff. I figured out our player of the week too.
For what, this week?
Yeah,
Who? Wait, who do you think it is?
he's the only one.
Did he have 3?
What should you put?
That's what I got text. I mean,
Yeah.
but I was also thinking it was we can go with the QB there because
I think
he had 4 or 5. Wait, yeah, I think
4.
4. Yeah, and nobody else had better than that.
Yes.
Was it the most points?
Yeah.
Well, it's almost the most
And
points.
then
They put
tied.
up.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that. We'll say that later. We'll figure that out. But also, so if where was I talking about? Oh yeah, the bottom for the playoffs. So here, put that other page back on there. Okay, so okay, so 6, 7, and 8. All those spots are open. Because if NJ Lab loses, the Prospects lose, or the Sloth lose, the Vipers can move up.
And the Crypto Sharks.
I kept saying
the Crypto Sharks are playing the Sloth.
I didn't see how the Crypto Sharks can move up, but
I mean, you got 3 teams there that are NJ Lab, Prospect, and the Sloth that are up in the air.
if the Crypto Sharks lose, right? If the Crypto Sharks lose,
I feel like it's just the 8th.
no, if the Crypto Sharks win, because they're playing the Sloth,
Yeah.
who's 10th and 8th. If they beat, if the Crypto Sharks beat the Sloth and the Vipers lose, the Crypto Sharks have a shot to get the 8th spot. Somehow. I don't know how.
But the Vipers still have that extra half a win. Okay, I see. Okay, if the Crypto Sharks won.
But the Vipers are playing the Panthers.
Right.
So if the Panthers beat the Vipers
and if
in a miracle, which would be a miracle. If the Panthers beat the Vipers in a miracle, no diss to the Panthers, it would be a miracle.
Wow, Ali's the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Where's that Charlie Murphy laugh? If the Panthers somehow find a way to beat the treasonous players that have left their squad,
the backstabbing Panthers,
aka the Vipers,
yeah.
if they find a way to beat those guys, and the Crypto Sharks, Crypto Sharks beat the Sloth, who were basically falling off a mountain. They fell like, they jumped. The Sloth are falling.
I mean, they lost their comrade. They don't got their
I get it.
guy,
I get it. But they also beat rock bottom.
You know it is. Like you saw after that season that Jim left, no matter how many quarterbacks you had, you guys just couldn't get your groove back.
I get it. I understand. But they're still they're sliding. They're falling hard. They're falling hard.
If the Vipers win and the Sloth lose, the Vipers are in 8th place. And the Sloth will be in the bottom.
The usual suspect. No, I'm sorry. The Crypto Sharks will move up to the 8th spot. Now, I don't think there's any more jockeying that could happen.
It's just the 8th spot, yeah. And if the Vipers if the Sloth lose and the Vipers win, the Vipers go up, and the Sloth go down.
Yes.
And that's it. Everyone else, I believe, has clinched a spot in the top.
Now, let's give a shout out to Spellman. I know they lost. But I heard he played well, and
we probably should have got him on.
Yeah. I'm giving him a shout. Shout out to Spellman, man. Shout out to Spellman.
I mean, that's the best they played all season.
From what I heard.
Yeah.
So, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna text this special guest once again. And if anybody listening, you can call in. The number's
at
on the
bottom.
screen.
It is 516-418-5822, or click the link in the chat. You can turn your camera on or off.
If you want to come on the stream, yeah.
But all right, so we got one more week left.
Or you can call the radio.
Then the playoffs start. And then Kogel has this tournament that we're supposed to tell about.
Oh, yeah. I put it in your phone.
Kylie's got it.
Oh, hold on, I'll give you mine. All right, hold on, let's see what Kogel's saying.
Let's see if he sent it to you.
Yeah, he sent me. He said he emailed it to me, but I didn't check that shit. I told him I got it, but I didn't check it.
Let's see. Security.
Oh,
I don't see anything.
well, I got the if you can read this small writing, Kogel's cursive handwriting.
All right, so for this tournament, it's August 5th through the 6th. It's 2 13-minute halves with a 2-minute warning and no halftime. No kickoffs. Each team starts from the 30-yard line and 4 downs. Interceptions with 3 points, no return. Interceptions are worth 3 points. There's no returns. So if you catch the ball, you don't have to run it back. You just automatically get 3 points.
If you pick the ball off, it's just a dead ball, and you get 3 points.
Double elimination. You could possibly play 3 to 4 games in one day. Cost would be $225 for each team and $35 ref fees for each game. A and B bracket. Anyone can play and must be approved by Ralph or Kogel. You must declare A or B way before the tournament starts.
Okay. So I told him he needs to come up with a good name for the whole thing. It's in the middle of August. I said, since I'm a battle rap fan, I said Summer Madness, or I said you can use One Crazy Summer. I said you can call it Summer Slam. I think you got to call it something. It's in the middle. It's basically going to be like when teams are basically starting out to start the practice for the fall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But is this like
it's gonna be down on training camp and mini camp for the NFL? Is
this where like the money goes back into the league, or do the teams who win actually like win?
I don't know what he's planning on giving.
Each team is $250
to get in.
fee.
Yeah, but it's a 1 day. I guess a 2 day
so say
tournament.
You have like 10 teams. That's $2,500. I mean, that's a lot of money to put back into the league.
That's a lot of money for Kogel to put in the slots
to buy paint with.
I don't know what he's gonna plan on giving to the winner. I don't know. I do not know.
All right, so I think because everyone's gonna ask that. They want to know what they can win.
Yeah, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
What are we gonna win?
Otherwise, no one's gonna do it if it's not worth it.
But he was explaining the rules to me. Not only is it like, I think you disappeared. You're saying that the ball start at the 30.
Yeah.
And you just
get 4 downs.
4 downs, first and goal. It's basically like overtime rules, but a little further back.
There is no kickoffs. Now, if you intercept the ball, you just get 3 points. Your team gets 3 points, but you don't have to run it back.
It
sounds a little different. I mean, I don't.
It is. It's like it's almost like in training camp, it's like 7-on-7 drills. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, for a quick, if your team's a good red zone team, some teams struggle with the red zone.
Yeah, some quarterbacks struggle in the red zone.
A lot of quarterbacks struggle in the red zone. Yeah. So I mean, it might be tough for a lot of guys. It could be, but what's up, Val?
Val said, "I think it should be the 40-yard mark."
Agreed.
You said the same thing?
I said the same exact thing. The 30 is just too. To me, I think that'd be too easy for certain teams. Like you from the 30, bro. Come on, man. That's 4 shots from the 30 is just too easy for certain teams. The 40 might be too easy for certain teams. It's not like, oh, well, it takes some teams, it's tough for some teams to score during overtime. Well, that's just one drive. You're talking about a whole game, bro. Like, nah, man. Nah, I don't know. I think you should back it up. Backing it up. And the 40 might be a little tough.
Driving down the field, you're just starting and basically the end zone.
Yeah. So you get the ball right there at midfield, and it is what it is. You got 4 downs to score a touchdown. But he's saying 10 yards beyond midfield. So where the first down is, he's saying 10 yards beyond that is where you're getting the ball, and you got first and goal, 4 plays to score a touchdown from the 30.
So, but why is he doing that instead of just playing a regular game?
Because it's going to be multiple games. I understand that part of it, but it's going to be multiple. It's going to be multiple games.
You don't wear out your players from running up and down the field, I guess.
I mean, but that's the allure of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I saw Camden go through in that summer in that league in Pittman.
Yeah.
I can't even knock it. Like it was Iron Man football. They were done. They played. I gotta say, like, oh man, I want to say like
3 games,
6
4
games,
yeah.
6 games, like 6 games. What the, like 6 games? What the hell was that?
Oh, I was just saying that.
Oh man,
yeah, no, that this is an update.
No. Yeah, like 6 games, but they deserved it. They deserved it. They won it. They battled. It was some of the closest games I ever like seen. Like,
if you can hang in there for 6 games, you deserve it.
Yes, Andrew.
In the middle of the summer too, like
Alec, Andrew, Nook,
it was
Craig.
Hot. Yeah, Bam.
No, Bam wasn't there. Craig. Those were my guys that were. I saw that was out there bowling. The young boy.
Cheek.
Oh yeah, Cheek was beasting out too. Pop. Pop. Yeah. Let me give a shout out to Pop, man. Like, let's applaud him.
Oh, he left Spellman.
I already gave Spellman a shout out.
I said Pop. I said even though Pop left Spellman.
Yeah. He did. I guess he did. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, he was the best player.
Remember,
yeah, Spellman was pissed.
Yeah,
like,
Spellman called you like, he's my best player. I don't have anybody. How are you going to take my best player out of everybody out here? You're going to take my best player.
Yeah. Yo. You know what I think? You know what I was thinking when he was doing that? When you watching SpongeBob. He's like, when in the SpongeBob movie, and he was like, Krabs is opening his second Krabby Patty, Krusty Krab, and I haven't even had one customer.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
And I haven't even had one customer. He's like, yeah. And it is, oh shit, I don't know why. I used to watch that with my kids.
Yeah, I know exactly.
But you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He's like, Camden is taking Pop, and I haven't even had one.
One win.
I haven't even had one win. But I don't know. All right. What can we get into? Let's get into the
All right. There's Spellman. He was the only one that could consistently catch.
Yo, Spellman, I get it, bro. Spellman, call up, bro.
Or come in through StreamYard. Click on the link.
One or the other. Call up. Come holler at your boy.
Give you some props for your game playing this past weekend.
So I can pat you on your back to your face and kick you while you're down.
But all right, so we put the standings on Facebook. So for everyone who knows, Trauma's number 1. They're 7-1.
Oh wait. Did you update the stats on
Yeah, and I already posted it on there.
The touchdown for this week too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's in the league in the stat category?
Well, right now for offense is D-Mac.
Yeah,
D-Mac is
applaud that young
1
man. Applaud that young man. Applaud that young man. Now, Rashad, Now Rashawn, now listen, Rashawn's saying that he was trying to tell me that he had two more touchdowns, but I went into it and I went through it, and I think he's confusing two of them TDs that he's saying that he had with extra points, because I went through all the stats.
People have touchdowns that
and
game.
I checked all the scores. I checked everything.
Even verified it was.
I verified it, but I get every stat from the same people every week for the most. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, Rashawn, I'm not cutting you out of no touchdowns, bro, but like I don't know. You got to tell me what games you had 2 touchdowns. I got the games that you did have 2 touchdowns in, but
we have 3 games that he had 2 touchdowns.
Yes,
we have it down that he had 3 games with 2 touchdowns.
3 games with 2 touchdowns, but he was saying that he had more games with 2 touchdowns.
If you scored more touchdowns and more games than that, then you got to tell us who needs to come off then, because there's too many people.
And the score won't add up.
Yeah.
So I think either somebody called an extra point and they're not sure if it was a touchdown or not, but you're going to have to go to your team captain and talk to him about that. And that's all I got to say about that.
Bring it back to us, and then we'll change it if it needs to be changed.
I'm not trying to beat nobody out of nothing, bro. But all right, let's go.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing. We verified everyone who says it's wrong.
If it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm not. Listen, I don't win nothing out of this.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to embarrass anybody or take anybody's shine from them.
But we did go back and check when you said that you had 2 more, and we went back and checked, and we just don't know where.
And I asked, and I went, and I looked, and
nobody could tell us where either.
Aside
from where we already had it.
From what we had on paper. Okay, so let's go through this. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so D-Mac is number 1 with 11. Rashawn is number 2 with 10. Dimitri is number 3 with 9.
Let's applaud. Hold up. 3 applauds. One more time.
Then you got Craig from the Slough and Sean Oates from Trauma Roofing tied for 4th. John Maldonado and Caney from GC Hours tied for 5th.
Okay. All right. There we go.
And I didn't give Caney that. You said it was an interception touchdown. I didn't give it to him because I didn't give anybody else who had interceptions. Pick sixes. They didn't get touchdowns for that.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
That is a touchdown.
They did not get touchdowns for that.
So you didn't add touchdowns to their pick sixes?
No. That's why it's on a whole separate list. No,
it's a different list, but it's still.
No, they did not get put on the touchdown list.
The interception.
Maybe they did.
They got the interception. Yes, they did, and a touchdown.
They might have. If their team reported it as a touchdown, then they were put as a touchdown.
It is a touchdown, but Caney didn't get the interception. But that's the thing. So whatever Kogel's son's name is, whatever.
I put him on the list as Kogel's son too.
So Kogel's son has an interception. Kogel's son has an interception, and he returns it. And then he pitches it to Caney, and then Caney takes it to the crib. Caney takes it for a touchdown. It's still a pick 6, but it's not. He gets the touchdown. He gets the interception. They split it. He got the interception. He got the touchdown. It's still a pick 6 though. But it's just Caney just doesn't get the Caney doesn't get the interception. He gets the touchdown, and Kogel's son gets the interception and not the touchdown.
That would make Caney have 8 instead of
7. Caney has 8 touchdowns.
Well, then he's tied for 4th place then.
Just like Owen's punt return. I mean, it was his only touchdown of the year. Thank you. But then it's still a touchdown.
He's tied for 4th place then with Craig from the Slough and Sean from Trauma Roofing.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. Like, all right, so like Tyree had a rushing touchdown, and it's still a touchdown. But you know what I'm saying? It counts as a touchdown. It's a rushing touchdown. But we're not counting the quarterback's touchdowns to the end of the season. You know what I'm saying?
They're on here on the list.
Yeah. But all right, so when Tyree throws 5 touchdowns, we don't put Tyree on the touchdown list with 5 touchdowns.
Only if he scored a touchdown.
Only if he has a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right. So that was the top 5. And so once it comes down to it, the last week of the regular season, we'll see who's the touchdown leader.
And that's it. You guys got one more game to get these stats up.
All right.
'Cause,
Give him. Let's go do the interceptions and sacks.
Because once it gets we might start a new list come playoffs, but we definitely don't keep this going into playoffs. It stops after the last game.
Yeah, after the last game.
Yeah, Val said defensive touchdown, make it a separate stat. It is. It has been a separate stat.
Yeah. But
for
I'm
all
saying,
these,
but
you know what I mean? Like that's
it's a pick six.
Yeah, they always went on the interception list.
All right,
the
so
touchdown
check
list,
it.
though.
Oh shit. My bad. So wait, hold up.
They're on the interception list though.
It's a pick six, but he didn't get
but
he didn't get the interception. He didn't get the interception. So where do you put that at?
I don't know. I would just say he wouldn't be on the list. I don't know.
You can't not count as touchdown. I don't know. I figured you count it as a. All right. So if this guy has a. All right. It's just weird because he didn't get the pick six. He didn't get the pick. So you can't count it. It is a pick six, but it's still not his. It's not his. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what to fucking say about that one.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, because I put Coco's son on the interception list, but
it's still
technically it's not a pick six. Well, yeah,
it is a pick six. It is a pick six. It's like a combination team. It's a combination pick six.
All right, well then we'll put them together for a pick six.
Okay, all right, then put it together as a pick six.
Together
Yeah,
like
all right, yeah, it was a group pick six. A group effort pick six. There you go. All right, cool. Then just add it to the pick six list.
All right, well then he still has 7. And
yeah, he still has 7 offensive touchdowns.
All right, so I'll fix that after.
Yeah, 7 and 1 pick.
Oh, then all right,
group,
then he's still
a tag team pick six, a Rockers pick six,
all right,
like Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty.
All right, so then he is tied for 5th.
What interceptions?
No, on the touchdown list. He has 7, not 8.
Okay.
Not 8 offensive touchdowns.
Okay, cool. All right. So then who's leading the league in interceptions still?
Zion.
Zion's still up there?
Zion is still up there,
know
leading the league in interceptions. He hasn't gotten any in the last 2 weeks somehow. Well, not somehow, but yeah, he hasn't gotten any in the last 2 weeks. Zion's got number 1 with 6. Then tied for 2nd place is Tyree from Rock Bottom, Greg Dick from the Prospects, and Mike from Trauma Roofing, all with 4.
Okay.
Then tied for 3rd place would be Butch from Camden, Kyrie from the Vipers, and Ronnie from the Sloth with 3. And then there's too many people with 2 to list them.
Yeah.
All right, and then still number 1 in sacks, which is big question mark next to it.
Stop it.
Brock with 15. He hasn't gotten any sacks in the last 2
He
weeks.
missed 1 game. No, he hasn't had a sack in 1 game.
Not this week. Yeah.
Not this week.
Number 1 is Brock with 15. Number 2 is Greg from the Usual Suspects with 10. Number 3 is Kyle Phillips from the Prospects with 6. Number 4 is Vince from Trauma Roofing with 5. Tied for 5th would be Ty from Rock Bottom with 4, and Kurt from the Usual Suspects with 4. And then the rest goes down from there. Craig just made the list. I didn't even realize he wasn't even on the list.
No.
He just
he hasn't really been there. He hasn't really been there all season.
He came out and put
3
up 3
sacks. Yeah. Showing he's still the man.
Well, a couple more stacks and
I'm still the man. I'm the man. Yeah.
That's a lot of stacks, but the Usual Suspects have 2 people up there.
That's crazy.
2 players up there in the top.
That's crazy. Well, all right, listen. I believe him. Now, some people are questioning Brock's. Some people are questioning Brock's touchdowns. Touchdown. Brock's sacks. I believe him.
I question it because same thing. We went back and checked Craig, who is the number 1 sack leader, the fastest guy in the league, on the best team in the league.
Are you sure?
Who had 10? I'm positive, 100% positive. Craig had 10 that season Not last season, the season before
Craig
that.
said that. Craig text me again and said that he had 24.
I don't know where he
remember
got
he got
24
that
from, but
maybe we didn't look into the
No.
final season, the final week. I don't remember.
no, we wrote everything down. Like every stat is accounted for, and we didn't count playoffs. He even got a trophy that has 10 put on it.
Did it?
Yes, you put 10 sack leader. Yes, it has 10 on it.
Okay.
I was positive.
right.
We got pictures of it.
All right. So what you're saying is you're still questioning my main.
I'm saying the guy on the best team in the league, the fastest guy in the league.
You're still questioning Brock's relevancy.
5
Sacks.
less than this guy.
15 sacks.
15 sacks.
Brock,
and it's not even over. This season's not even
sack
over.
master
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar out there.
Brock, the sack master. Come on, man.
He's on one of the worst teams in the league.
You trying to say the Vipers suck?
I mean, they have an all-star roster. I just don't know what's going on. They got Aaron, you know what I mean, Kyrie. They got a bunch of good players. They just
Are you saying that the Vipers
stink?
stink?
Sheem, they got Adrian. They just can't get it together.
You can't get right.
They're about to be competing in the C playoffs with the Panthers.
If they lose, they need help.
And they need. I guess they're missing a quarterback, which I don't get because they got Sheem.
So I don't know who they got.
Byron.
And they're supposed to have Byron.
Like,
do you think that the Panthers are gonna beat the Vipers? We'll get into that later.
They can.
All right. So all right.
Who did the Panthers beat? They had a pretty decent win. Who was that? Who did they beat already?
The Sloth. No, wait. The Panthers beat the Sloth. Yeah.
Was it?
That's their only win. Yeah, the Sloth. So who do you think is the oh shit, we're not getting into that. Let's go. Who's the intercept? Did we do all the stats?
Yeah. Yep. The sacks, the interceptions, and touchdowns. And then the only other part we got is the pick six list, which everybody on it only has one. Nobody has more than one pick six.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna take this guy.
So
off.
Craig has picks. Who are you taking off?
I'm gonna take him off of this.
What, the interception? Let's not keep him on there.
No.
He belongs on it. He got an interception.
Yeah, but it's a combined interception.
But it's still his interception. He still gets an interception. And then he gets on the pick six list, because it was a combination group effort. Yeah, what's Kogel's son's name?
Does anybody know?
Yeah, please tell me.
We're not being rude, just calling him Kogel's son. I didn't even know Kogel's son played out there.
Kogel's son, that's not the ref.
The one that plays on GCR. Where's Owen at?
His teammate. That's his teammate. That's his quarterback.
Where's Woody at today? He's awful quiet in the chat.
Man, I don't think Woody's around. I don't know no Woody. What's
all right, so we got Kogel's son. Let's add him on there. Kogel's son.
What the hell is this?
What?
Title.
I don't know. What is that?
I don't know. Is that like?
You're like drawstring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Discard. Yeah, like trying to. What the hell?
Right.
Yeah, Kogel/Caney group effort. Pick six. I hate calling him in Caney. One got the pick and one got the TD. But Kogel's son definitely got the interception. His first interception of his life. Who is Kogel's son?
I don't know.
I've never seen anybody out there acting like
kids.
I've never seen anybody out there acting like Kogel was their dad.
I didn't even know. Not rude. I didn't even know Kogel had kids.
Me either.
That's not to say I know a lot about him, but even still, like, you'd think people would say, like, "Oh, that's Kogel's son."
Wait, you thought Kogel was a virgin?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. The Don Juan Kogel. It's his stepson. I didn't see anyone out there that looked like a Kogel.
Me either.
But there's a ref and a son.
Yeah, I don't know either one of them.
Who's the ref?
I don't know. Who's this Kogel family?
Right?
Like I didn't know
They're
Kogel
real secretive.
thought Kogel was a virgin.
They're keeping their ties close to their belt.
He doesn't even talk to him. Like he doesn't say, "Hey,
Yeah,
Dad."
not even or the ref either. Like his dad don't give him a ride. Nothing.
They come in separate cars.
Drop them off down the street. I don't want no one to know you're my dad.
Get out of here now.
Man, now everybody knows that you gave us a special schedule.
You know what? It's probably the guy that doesn't have his last name on the back of his jersey.
Probably.
He doesn't want to have that.
He doesn't want to be affiliated with the Kogel name.
Yeah. It's got to be
He's
something.
the no-name guy.
Oh God, it's
The
too
no-name
funny.
player.
It's too funny.
I really didn't know. How long has his son been playing in this league on
Mhm.
GC Irish?
Since they've been given that home cooking,
Well, since they got a padded schedule.
that sweet Kogel,
They got
that
the
sweet
Kogel
Kogel,
schedule?
Commissioner Kogel's schedule.
They got that commissioner treatment.
Yo, Val, so what's up, man? How did how did Spellman do? I mean, I know he did. I know he played well. That was a close game. I think
He'll mess with your crew better than
I've seen when Spellman was on.
Was Money out there?
Of course not. Money never shows up.
Yeah.
Money never shows up against anybody good. Who they play next week?
The prospects. He might be there this week.
He might be there. He might show up. But he definitely won't be there against anybody good. He won't. That's just the money thing. It's the money thing to do.
Does, huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Pulling the money.
I don't know. Money.
Money making
What was
money.
he say? Like, I forget what we were talking about. Season money. Shout out to money, man.
Making
Money, man. Money.
Money making money.
What the hell was he gonna do? All right. Oh, defensive, offensive rankings.
I don't do that one.
You didn't do it?
Mm-mm.
Oh shit! I thought you did.
Mm-mm.
All right. Go over the schedule for next
knows,
week.
Yeah, so everyone knows
and we'll make our picks.
We posted it on there. The standings as of right now. Number 1 is Trauma with 7-1, and this is also the playoff standings also right now too. So first place is Trauma 7-1. Second place is Camden 7-1. Third place is Rock Bottom 6-2. Fourth place is GC Irish 5-2-1. Fifth place is the Brewers 5-3. Sixth place is NJ Lab 4-4. Seventh place is the Prospects who are 4-4. Eighth place is the Sloth 3-5. Ninth place is the Vipers 2-5-1. 10th place is the Crypto Sharks 2-6. 11th is the Usual Suspects 1-7, and 12th is the Panthers 1-7. Now I was just thinking if NJ Lab loses to Camden this week and the Prospects beat the Usual Suspects, the Prospects are going to jump ahead of NJ Lab.
Yeah.
So then you're going to have GC Irish, the Brewers, and the Prospects all ahead of NJ Lab. What happened to NJ Lab?
They're injured, man.
Is that the case?
Yeah. Nick Rosso is playing with a cast, I believe.
And that's their number one player.
He's their best player by far.
Whatever happened to Julian? He never came back.
I think Julian's playing for the Houston Gamblers. Last I checked, I don't know. Like he's playing in USFL. He's trying to. I don't know, man. Like they definitely missing something since for a while
Kobo
now.
did say Dobleman was hurt and he'd be out for the rest of the season. Duncan Dobleman.
The non-dunking Dobleman is hurt.
Yeah, that's what Kobo said on the show last week.
Oh man, I don't know what's up with NJ Lab. Yo. I mean,
but they definitely lead. Like Nick Grasso is he's kind of like a one-man team.
You said they're hit or miss.
No, I mean
they're saying they're Nick Grasso or nothing.
He puts the team on his back and carries them to the end zone.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I mean, if he's not
on that team,
he's their best player. And if he's not 100% and not rocking, they're definitely a different team. Because they need to find another player. Like when they had Julian, they definitely were. They definitely complimented Grasso on the other side. So without him, I don't know.
I mean, they're
Without
some
him, I
of their
don't
players
know.
up there on the offensive list. Like they got that dude.
Yeah.
Whoever John Maldonado is,
Yeah,
he's up there.
Maldonado. Yeah. So what's going on? So they do got weapons.
Yeah. Then they had
And Mike.
They got quite a few. Sonny, Tap, Phil. Even their quarterback has 2 rushing touchdowns. Like, is Mike still their quarterback?
Yeah. But he still got that Bobby syndrome.
What's that?
The Bobby syndrome is run around and hold the ball and try to make a big play down the field
Okay.
instead of a rhythmic offense.
So look at all the people they have, all the names they got on the
do.
touchdown list.
All right, name them.
So for on NJ Lab, the people who scored touchdowns is John Maldonado is 7, Sonny Tap has 4, Antonio has 3, Phil Cardella has 3, Mike the quarterback has 2, Quentin has 1, Ryan D'Imperio has 1, Anthony Grasso Sr. has 1, Anthony Grasso Jr. has 1, and Bryce Kramer has 1.
No, that's the problem. Anthony Grasso Jr. That's the son. Nick Grasso. Is Nick Grasso on this list?
No, he's not even on here at all.
I don't think he even plays offense. That's the
He
problem.
did.
Well, he's hurt.
Well, he's not playing this season. That's 10
he's
players
hurt.
they got.
He's only playing defense. He's injured.
10 players they got on the list.
NJ Lab goes as far as Nick Grasso takes him.
Eric gave Nick Grasso the MVP that one season.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, he used to play offense. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but he's hurt. He's
like
hurt.
you said, NJ Lab.
I'm not.
NJ Lab will go only as far
as Grasso takes him.
As Nick can carry him on his back.
I mean,
throws him on his shoulder. If he's not carrying him on their back,
you can't lose your best player and have him limited in his.
Look at the Sloths, like.
Yeah. Look at the Sloth. The Sloth were on their high, the high of all highs.
And no one would have thought Christian was their best player, but obviously he's the heart of their team.
I mean, he's their quarterback.
Yeah,
he's their quarterback. So you can't win without your best player or your quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's tough. So I kind of give NJ Lab a pass this season.
But you don't give the Sloth a pass.
Yeah, I give the Sloth definitely get a pass.
I think you're a little harder on the Sloth than you are in NJ Lab.
Because I thought they were better because they lost the teams
that bottom.
No, because they lost the teams that regardless if they had a quarterback, they should have still won. They should have never lost to the Panthers.
I mean, they gave everyone false hope, I think, because they beat Rock Bottom.
They should have never lost to the Panthers.
Who's that?
I don't care.
They're better than without Christian. Oh my God, who's this team? Like
Elliott, when they had Elliott, but they should have never they should have never lost to the Panthers. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care if they didn't have anybody could have played quarterback.
Ali beat him.
He threw his first 2 touchdowns of the season.
That was his best game.
Yeah. He's the top 3 quarterback according to Kogel.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. But so I kind of give NJ Lab a pass. Now, let's talk about the Brewers. Are they secretly sneaking up the ladder?
Oh, they are. They're secretly sneaking up the list.
I kind of think...
I thought the Vipers, after you told me who was going to be on the Brewers and the Vipers, I'm like, wow, they're going to be like the Brewers and the Vipers should be the best teams in the league.
A couple of the best teams in the league. It's tough.
They should be up there as like top 5 best teams in the league with the players on their team. But it's just not. I mean, Brewers are finally starting to turn it around a little bit.
I think the Brewers are finally starting to gel.
Where the Vipers aren't meshing well.
And the Vipers are just a cluster Panther fuck. Like
yeah. They were better on the Panthers.
They're just the Panthers leftovers.
I guess they were better with Ali. They played better with Ali than Byron.
They're just guys that got cut from the Panthers.
That's what happens when you start a mutiny.
They're just guys that got cut from the Panthers. That's what the Vipers are.
That's what happens when you stab Diz in the back. Now they're going to be competing with the Panthers in the playoffs. Number 1 worst team.
Stop it.
They're going to be competing for that number 1 spot.
Why you say that?
Dude, that's what happens. It's
The Panthers leftovers.
it is. It's the Panthers. Yeah, that's what you should call them. Leftovers.
The Panthers leftovers.
The leftovers.
Oh god! Well, shout out to the Vipers. Viper.
I just don't get it. Like, even Sheen was doing better on the prospects than the Vipers. I don't know if he's the quarterback or what, but Byron's not ripping nipples off out there this year.
Byron hasn't showed up.
No nipple ripping.
Byron hasn't showed up, but it is what it is. All right, so let's go.
Maybe they need some Ali magic.
Yeah, he's top 3 quarterback according to Kogan.
All right, Val said Spellman definitely did his thing. Nice addition. And then he said the Brewers might creep to play in the chip. Schedule matchup for playoffs. They have the easier route.
Ooh,
because they're gonna play. They would play GC Irish.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would, and it could happen. They could beat GC Irish, man. They can beat GC Irish. I think they're better than GC Irish.
All right, so let's go over. We'll go over the week 9 schedule and we'll pick our games. All right. So 8:45. So this is April 16th.
Hey, who did GC Irish tie? They tied the Vipers.
The Vipers, yeah.
Yeah.
So 8:45 is the Vipers versus the Panthers. Camden versus Performance Lab. Crypto Sharks versus the Sloth. 10 a.m. The Usual Suspects versus the Prospects. Brewers versus Trauma Roofing. GC Irish versus Rock Bottom. Man, that's probably the best schedule I've seen all season, matchup wise.
Think?
Yeah, I think I think there's some good games in there.
Right, what's
let's
the
not
game
act
of the
like
week?
GC Irish hasn't rocked with Rock Bottom before in the past.
No, not this Rock Bottom.
The Usual Suspect with Spellman and the Prospects is going to be a good game.
Yeah, that is going to be a good game.
Even the Brewers, if they get their chemistry down, can against Trauma, that could be a good game.
Maybe.
The Crypto Sharks versus the Sloth. That could be a good game.
It could. I think the Crypto Sharks can beat the Sloth.
They can. I mean, everyone else has.
Yeah, pretty much. Camden NJ Performance Lab. I would have said it was a good game, but Performance Lab is like not.
Like I said, if they don't got their number 1 player on offense,
Yeah.
He's not even on the list this season. So.
Yeah.
You got D'Imperio, who's only comes like once every 2 years, is on the list, and Nick Grosso doesn't even have a touchdown.
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be. I like I said, I give them a pass, man. Like, can't lose your best player, but they're still out there competing. So
yeah,
you got to put in.
I mean, you got to. You can't just quit the season because your best player got hurt.
Put your best foot forward and hope for the best. Yeah. So let's pick.
All right, so Vipers or Panthers? Who you got?
Why do I got to pick first?
I'll pick.
This is a grudge match.
I know.
This is
that's the playoff. That's exactly going to be the playoff.
I mean, this is if the Vipers want to make it to the top 8, which I probably don't think they do because they don't want to compete with anybody.
They want to stay. They want to play the Panthers.
They want to play the Panthers the next week anyway. So,
but if they would have to win and the Sloth would have to lose for them to go up. If they won and the Sloth lost, yeah.
They would have to win and the Sloth would have to lose.
Yeah, and they would go to 8.
But if the Sloth lose, all right, so if the Sloth lose to Crypto, right? And the Panthers beat the Vipers, Crypto Sharks get the 8th spot.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So because that would make
I got you. Yeah, you're right. If the Sloth and the Vipers lose, yeah.
So the Sloth and the Vipers both have to lose for the Crypto Shark, and the Crypto Sharks have to win
to make it in the top 8. Yeah,
to move up.
Actually, they would. If the Sloth lost, that means Crypto won because they're playing each other. Then it all comes down to whether Ali can pull another W out of his belt.
Maybe if he can throw his 4th touchdown of the season in 8 games, 9 games.
So you're saying there's a chance
if he can throw his 4th touchdown of the season in game 9, maybe there is a chance.
Well,
but
Diz has caught 3 of them, 2 of them.
I think Diz caught 2.
Yeah, Vipers got that half win tie, John. Yeah, that's what's keeping them
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Yeah.
That half a win.
Let's see. Yo, if the usual suspects would have added Spellman, they would at least be 500. I think at least 4-4 if they would have added them earlier in the season. I think there's games that they should have never lost.
Yeah. I'm actually shocked that they're second to last place. Like
They probably have the
I
the
expected
second
better of them.
They probably have like they have a top 5 roster, but
Same thing with the Vipers and the Brewers. Like, but they were missing a quarterback. I guess the Vipers are missing a quarterback. But I think if these teams can actually get it together, like,
are the prospects being undervalued here?
no, look, their player is definitely number one on the offense list. Like D-Mac has 11 touchdowns. That's awesome.
Yeah. But are they being
Greg Dick is up there on Kyle's up there on the list. Like,
are they being overlooked as a threat to the top 4 teams? The only vulnerable top 4 team is GC Irish.
No, it's not. Let's say the playoffs start today. Trauma would play the Sloth. Camden would play the Prospects.
Yeah.
Rock Bottom would play NJ Lab, and GC Irish would play the Brewers. So Trauma and the Sloths. All right, Trauma moves on. Camden and the Prospects. Now we've seen the Prospects.
No,
that was the Ravagers.
No.
I mean, they played Camden this season and they got blow out, but Scott pulls the money, and he likes to not show up in big games.
Oh, come on. I just don't see it. But I mean, I get it. That's why I think it should be 4-4-4. I think it should be the top 4 versus
I get it.
the top 4.
But
and then the middle 4 versus the middle 4 and the bottom 4 versus the bottom 4. I feel like the middle 4 are being sacrificed here.
I feel
because
not necessarily.
They are.
The only one would be
all right. So I think the Brewers, NJ Lab, the Prospects, and the Sloth should all have their own playoffs.
And yeah, I agree. But
that's more like it.
I think that
even though GC Irish doesn't belong in the top,
they already had their
record says they do.
They already had their
thanks, Kogel. Like
pop up Kogel.
Like you giving them, and they don't belong up there. So they're gonna go up there and get their ass whooped.
Especially when they got 5 people showing up and Ralph's out there playing center and stuff. Like but anyway, they're up there. That's
what is that gonna prove?
But I think Kogel, they already had their mind made up on the playoffs on what they were doing, regardless. And they, you know what I mean? He said they only had the fields till a certain time, and the games have to be over by whatever date.
I get it.
So they couldn't do 4-4-4.
Allegedly.
Val said that diminishes the prize money. If you do a 4-4-4.
All right, so you're basically eliminating 4 teams and giving them the shot to win any. I guess you're giving them a shot, but not a realistic shot.
No,
it's not a realistic
shot. When it comes
shot.
to playoffs, when it comes to playoffs, teams show up differently.
But it's not a realistic shot. Do you think that the Sloth can beat Trauma?
With Christian?
Christian, yes.
With Christian, they have a chance.
They have a shot.
Without Christian,
no. They lost to the Panthers.
Yeah.
Do the Prospects have a legitimate shot to beat Camden?
I'm not saying they don't. I mean, like, I'm not going to say they don't.
Nobody.
I'm not going to say they don't.
But
if Scott shows up and D-Mac and the rest of their team, Greg, Dick, and Kyle, like, I think they can give them a decent game. I don't know what happened when they played. They just played Camden not that long ago. Scott probably sat that game out.
But a decent game is not a chance to.
Greg Dick was probably the quarterback that day, and Scott stayed home.
You saying Scott was scared?
Yeah, I think Scott pulled the money probably. he probably stayed home and sat that game out.
Or did money pull a Scott?
Both. They both like to pull a disappearing act. Scott pulled
the money. No, money pulled a Scott.
A no-show. Actually, it was probably Scott's no-show before his money's no-show.
I'm just saying. And then NJ Lab is, I know when they're healthy, there's something they have a chance to compete. But NJ Lab is not on Rock Bottom's level right now. They're just not. That's just being honest. Without Garasso, 100% no.
Oh, Val said Scott did show up against Camden when they played a regular season. And then Camden beat them like 30-0 or something like that.
Yeah,
30
so
to
it didn't
6.
matter if he showed up.
He was there.
His body was.
But that's what I'm saying. These lists, like the offensive and defensive lists, are crazy because it's not the best team players that are up in the top.
It's everybody else.
Yeah. It's the
but respectfully, 11 touchdowns is something that you got
absolutely
respect.
I mean, everyone always said
Brock's 15 touchdowns is something you got to respect. You don't believe it, but
debatable.
I do.
Yeah, it's debatable.
What about Greg? Greg has 10 sacks his damn self from the usual suspects.
I think that's more realistic.
Why is that more realistic?
Because I don't know. How does Brock have 5 more sacks than Greg from the usual suspects, and Greg from the usual suspects has 4 more than everybody else? It's just like, but Brock has 10 more sacks than everyone else. At least
he's out there balling.
But he's on the worst team, but getting the most plays.
It doesn't matter. He's out there making his
plays.
Unless
he's confusing sacks.
He's out there making plays. He's out there making plays. There's nothing wrong with him out there making plays.
If you touch the quarterback after the ball's out of his hands, it's not a sack.
Oh God, you think he's artificially making sacks?
I don't know.
You know what? We'll call ref. I'll call ref next week.
We might have to just go watch for ourselves.
And
they're playing the Panthers. I mean, if he can, that should be a game he can get 3 sacks off.
Yeah, well, not according to this guy. He says that Ali is a top 3 quarterback.
Who's their centers? Which team is big on?
I don't think big. I don't think
Panthers
big,
or the
Vipers.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Big was a part of the mutiny. I think Big stayed. With,
Big stayed on the Panthers.
I think Big stayed with.
So you got Big versus Lance. They're both the centers.
Wait, I don't know what Lance does.
Lance, he was a center on the Panthers.
I don't know what Lance does. I think Lance is the head of the mutiny, but I don't know what he does on the field.
Him and AJ.
I don't know what Lance does. I think Lance is more of a proud father about his son, Kyrie. He's like more of a cheerleader in these days.
Is that what it is? So he traded in the football for some pom-poms. He traded in his football for some pom-poms.
Yeah, I see the guy up. Hot Hands is dad on Little John. He's like, you know what I'm talking about? That's Lance. when Kyrie's about to score, that's Lance.
I wish you could share the screen and show him.
You snap. Let me stop. All right. So, I mean, I don't know. What are we talking about?
So, who you got? The Vipers or the Panthers? I'm going to go with the Vipers. I'm going to take the Vipers. I think they're getting up in that number 8 spot to get sent home the next week. Because Trauma could send them home. But, I'm going to pick them. I'm going to pick the
I don't know, man. I don't
the
think
leftovers. I'm going to pick the leftover Panthers.
I do not think. Go ahead.
3 leftover Panthers.
What's left of the Panthers?
The leftover Panthers.
I don't think that the leftover Panthers.
So you're saying Ali has a chance?
I don't think they want to play in the top 8.
Probably not. Because
I don't think they want to play in the top 8.
They could. I mean, I think the bottom right now, if it's the Vipers, the Crypto Sharks, the usual suspects, and the Panthers, or the usual suspects without Spellman, I think the Crypto Sharks would have beat them. The usual suspects with Spellman, I think they have a chance. So
I don't think the Crypto Sharks have a chance.
They do in the bottom 4. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who else is gonna win? Now they got Spellman, but
I'm not sitting here act like Spellman's Tom Brady, but he's. If you look at the quarterbacks that are going to be in the bottom 4, Spellman's probably the best quarterback out of all of them.
Yeah. But that's what I said. The usual suspects without Spellman, I think the Crypto Sharks would have won the bottom 4. But the usual suspects with Spellman, I think the usual suspects are going to win the bottom four.
I think the Vipers would have, or the Crypto Sharks would have won it.
Oh, Spellman said, thanks to Kogel and Ralph and team reps on vote and allowing me to finish the season. Val for making the call. Had a lot of fun Sunday. Everyone have a great Easter weekend.
Yeah. So, all right. I don't think the Vipers want to play up there, so I wouldn't be shocked if the Panthers won this game, especially with the top 3 quarterback in Ali.
So you're picking the Panthers.
I am going to go on a limb and pick the Panthers.
Because you know how they feel, because you've been there.
I have.
You've had your team mutiny on you.
Give me the Panthers by 2.
All right. Camden or Performance Lab?
Give me Camden by 10.
I'm going to say Camden by 16. Crypto or the Sloth? That's a thinkable one.
Yeah. I think the Sloth are on a bad mudslide.
Well, Brendan said a lot of their players are hurt too, aren't they?
Yeah, their quarterback.
Yeah,
he had a effing.
I know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Christian. Hopefully he's doing good.
Yes, let's applaud Christian, man.
Hopefully he's doing good. He's.
I don't know if it's true or not, and I don't want to sit here and speculate, and I don't want to go out there and put out false rumors, but I don't know if it's true, but I would have to go do my independent research to find out if it's true or not.
Word on the street.
But the word on the street is Christian is making a comeback.
What, next season?
This one. I don't know if it's true or not.
This season's
I gotta
over.
go. I gotta talk to Brandon. I gotta talk to my sloth insiders. I gotta talk to Red. I gotta find out. I gotta talk to the Karate Kid.
The OG,
I gotta find
the OG
out.
Sloths.
But I heard.
Gotta talk to the OG Sloths.
Heard that the young man is trying to make a comeback.
How? When?
This season during the playoffs. I'm not sure if it's true or not. I don't know if he can, but just to think that he is even thinking about it is just amazing.
That's if they don't get eliminated in the first round.
No, I think that he's going to play in the first round.
So, like 3 weeks from now, he's going to be recovered from his heart attack and be healthy and fit enough to go out there and start slinging the ball.
It would
again.
be wishful thinking. It
How?
would be a miracle.
Didn't he have open heart surgery? Doesn't he have like stitches in his chest?
I don't know.
That I'm sure they're out by now.
Young
Like,
man
I'm sure they're out by now. But he had a heart attack. Yeah,
He did. It would be a miracle, but the fact that he
He's
even
young and
thinks about, even the fact that he thinks that he can
He's- 'cause
even
he's-
chance that he can play.
I'm sure
It would
he's
be
still
awesome.
watching us. He watches
I
this show.
Hope he shows up and comes out and balls.
He's
out.
following his team. He sees him sliding down the ranks, and I'm sure he feels responsible for it.
It just feels so empty without him.
Yeah.
Like it's the Sloth are not the Sloth without Christian.
No, they're not.
Yeah, let's applaud Christian, man. Let's applaud the young man.
And I don't think anyone
he's okay.
realized it until
this proves that he's the Sloth's MVP. He is. It don't matter about nobody else on that team but him. He's their guy. Like
he's their heart and soul. That's
he's
what
the
they
heart,
need.
the soul, the guts, the glory, the everything. They're literally nothing without him.
They're doing this, waiting for him to come back.
Can they hear that?
Yeah, they should be able to.
I don't know. Is that a sloth noise?
They're doing that, waiting for him to come back.
That's like cold bananas.
Ew.
Ew.
I wish you could show the screen.
That's
a
like
baby sloth.
I don't know what the hell that is.
That's a baby sloth. That's what they're doing. They're looking for Christian. They're making the sloth sounds.
They've been lost without him.
Yeah. Elliot or whoever he is stepped in and looked like he was going to be able to lead the team, but he can't lead the team.
He ain't Christian.
They need their OG Christian.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
truthfully,
let's
I've never
hopefully-
seen. As long as you've been in the league with the Decepticons, was he their quarterback too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen them ever have anybody else but Christian.
Yeah.
Through the Decepticons, through the Sloths, like they've just
They're
always
buddies.
been him.
They're brothers. They're happy and they're singing and they're colored. Give
me a high
five. They're
So,
brothers. Like they're buddies, man.
Yeah. And he knows. I think he feels responsible for the decline in their team.
How can he feel responsible
because-
for having a heart attack?
No, I'm not saying he's responsible for having a heart attack, but the fact that his team is going downhill without him there,
I'm sure he feels
that
like he can't help. But I'm
he said Big Red's throwing on Sunday, I believe. Val said he thinks Big Red's playing quarterback on Sunday.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for the playoffs. There's no games this week. The next week, Red might throw on that Sunday. I'm talking about the next Sunday, the third Sunday. I'm talking about
Not
maybe
the first,
Christian,
not the second, but the third.
the third on the Sabbath Sunday. Look to the west and see if Christian has arrived.
Val said the last Sunday.
The last Sunday.
See if you see Christian over the horizon,
Yeah.
walking with his golden hair.
Look to the west on the Sabbath day, on the Sabbath Sunday, and see. Look to the horizon.
You might see the orange shirt and golden hair.
Look for that. Exactly what she just said. You see Christian walking out of the sunlight, like
Right? And his orange shirt and his golden hair gleaming in the sun.
you hear like the fucking noise, the song playing. Oh man, shout out to Christian, man. Hope you get
Val
well
said this
soon.
past Sunday it was Big Red.
Yeah, I know.
Big Red just played.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so Crypto Sharks or the Sloth? Hollywood or whoever?
Big Red, aka maybe Christian.
Not this game.
No, yeah, he's not gonna play that game. All right, give me regardless, even without Christian, they lost to the Panthers. That's the thing. But I think Red has taken control of the team. I think Red is playing quarterback. Give me the Sloth.
The Sloths are going
Yeah,
to
give
pull
me the-
out a
give me-
win to stay in the top 8.
Yeah, I think
You think they're going to hold that spot for Christian to come back?
I think they are. I hope they do.
Now, that's going to be
Give me the Sloth. Wait, did we pick against? Wait, you got the Camden one, right?
Yeah. Now,
What did you pick? Camden, you had what? Camden by what?
16.
Okay.
Now, if the Sloths win and the Prospects lose, does that mean the Sloths jump ahead of the Prospects?
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
they're both going to be 4 and 5 if they win and
maybe.
they lose. And
Yeah.
NJ Lab loses too. If the Sloths win and Prospects lose and NJ Lab lose, does that mean the Sloths would jump to 6th place?
Maybe.
So
Yeah,
then,
it could happen.
so then they would go back to play rock bottom.
Yeah, in the first round.
Yeah, or the first play trauma.
Yeah, it's interchangeable. We would have to see who their most common opponent is.
Yeah. So they could jump up there. They could jump ahead of the Prospects and NJ Lab with a win.
Yeah.
But right now they're on the verge of keeping that last spot.
I'm going Sloth by. Give me the Sloth by 1.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Crypto Sharks, I feel like they were hanging in there. You know, they had a chance until you started clowning Hollywood.
I didn't clown Hollywood.
You said Hollywood took him as far as he can take him, and he's just not the man to get it done for him.
I still feel that way.
And they've been on this decline ever since then too.
It is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. What do you want me to do?
Picking on his young quarterbacks.
I ain't picking on him. I'm just telling him that he's not.
It's not.
He's got to get better. You got to do better, young
And he
man.
said, Austin, I guess Austin's hurt, so he's now the coach.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Whatever that means.
Allegedly. I am going to, I want to pick this loft, but I don't know if I can pick this loft.
Don't pick what I pick.
I'm not picking
Go
what
ahead,
you pick.
do what you think.
I'm not
you want to
picking
pick the crypto shark. Go
I'm
ahead.
going to pick the
Do
crypto
it.
shark.
Do it. Do it.
I can't pick this
Do
loft.
it.
I don't know.
Do it. Do it. Do it. It's hard to pick the sloth too. I
feel like but I don't know because I think the crypto sharks had their chance for the top 8 in this past
if we had a
game.
draft, if there was a draft in this league, the sloth would have the #1 pick.
The Panthers wouldn't.
Yeah, the Panthers would.
Yeah.
But I mean, the sloth would be close. They'd be picking in the top 5.
Well,
just dropping
their
like
decline is not over yet. There's still one more game left for their rise or fall.
The rise and fall of the sloth, but they have a good reason why.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
helped. Not like what the Ravengers.
It wasn't
did.
a mutiny. It's not like what the Vipers did. They didn't quit on them. But I'm gonna pick the crypto sharks. Crypto sharks by 2. Usual suspects or the prospects? Suspects with Spellman or prospects with Scott? I have to give it up to the prospects. I'm gonna go with the prospects by 4.
You're not gonna pick the usual suspects.
I got it. I know even though it's the usual suspects with Spellman.
Spellman versus
makes
Scott.
It a different team. I just got to put some respect on the prospects' name. Their players are at the top of every list we got. So I'm just gonna put some respect on the prospects.
So you got this prospects by 4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
that could be a good game though.
Yeah, it should.
That could be one of the games of the week.
Give me. Oh man, it's tough. I don't know. I'm gonna believe in Spellman. I'm gonna believe in Spellman. Give me the usual suspects by 2.
Then we got Brewers versus Trauma. That could be a good game too. If Johnny and Matt Jr. and Matt Sr. all show up, they could definitely it could definitely be a competitive game for Trauma there.
Yeah.
But I still think Trauma will take the W in the end. They're not losing that #1 spot. They're going to finish the season strong with that #1 spot.
They almost lost to the
I know. Spellman, yeah. They almost let Spellman take that #1 spot from him.
They almost let Spellman take him out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But I'm going to go with Trauma. Trauma by 5. This is a low-scoring week, I think. So you got Brewers or Trauma?
I can't go over my
You can't pick over your beloved Trauma?
My beloved Trauma.
Yeah. You can't pick against them?
Not the Brewers.
Well, I mean, if Johnny's out there dropping balls, I mean, they definitely don't stand a chance.
Give me Trauma.
If Matt,
give me Trauma by
Matt might be getting some of his old mojo back.
Give me Trauma by 10.
GC Irish or Rock Bottom? That's easy. But
Rock Bottom, 10.
I would say Rock Bottom by 12. GC Irish, you might as well just stay home in that game.
Yeah. Kogel can't help you in that one.
Yeah. Everyone.
Neither Kogel, not the ref, not the player,
son.
not the commissioner. None of them Kogels can help your ass.
That's why it's crazy. Like some of these schedules are I can't believe GCR is 5-2, 5-2-1.
Hey, where the bitches at?
It's under B. It's up at the top.
I can't find it. It's all good. It's all good. Wait, I seen. Here it is. Here it is. I got it. I'm not gonna play that. There's no reason for it, unless I ask the same question as I asked last time. What did Michael Irvin say at the Marriott?
Hey, where the bitches at? It's supposed to be titties. Where the fucking titties and the bitches?
I have snowfall tomorrow.
Yeah, Snowfall tomorrow, man. It's coming to an end. It's like it's only a couple episodes left.
Jerome's gone. I just don't know where they're going with it now. Well, I do know where they're going with it, but
I was trying to get. I'll tell everybody. I was trying to get Fats on here, man. I was trying to make it a surprise, but Fats ain't show up, man.
well, it's kind of hard. We couldn't get on at the
Nah, hell
I
no.
don't know.
He ain't
I
text
told
me
you.
or nothing, man.
Oh,
He wasn't
no?
coming on. Hell no.
I didn't think he was going to.
I didn't think so either. But I tried. I was trying to get Fats to come on here and answer a couple questions. But, and, you know, he's a Hall of Famer. An All-Star Touch Football Hall of Famer. So I was trying to get Fats to come on here.
Nah,
I ain't trying to play him or nothing like that.
About
like,
his career.
Yeah, just some football questions. That's all. Like, why, like you act like I'm going to come on? Like, what? Come on.
It's
Try to play
impressive,
somebody-
even still.
Try to play him out. Even though they are like, I hate Camden, but
it's impressive. I mean, they got a lot of wins under their belt.
he definitely
He
does.
has an endless supply of athletes. I don't know where he keeps getting them from, but
Yeah.
he must be on like Camden High or Woodrow Wilson's route. Like he just goes and pulls from their winning football team.
Yeah. Something. So, well, I wanted him to answer that question. Where we keep getting all these guys from, man? Where you getting all these guys from,
An
man?
endless supply. Your regular guys don't show up, and he's got them on like speed dial. Get out here
Yeah.
now, and they come.
He got him. They got him.
Who's that? Who's that?
I never seen him.
You never seen this one
Who the
before?
hell is that? Wow, he's fast. Where'd he come from? That's what everybody says when they look at Camden. Like, yo, what the fuck is that? But it's all good though. So maybe another time. Maybe another time. Do we have anything else? Except for that Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. It's Barbershop Talk Radio. $sign Barbershop Talk Radio. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App.
Throw some money in the Cash App. Thumbs up the video.
What else do we
Share it on your
else?
page. Follow us on the Facebook, the new All-Star Touch Football League.
Yeah. And we also if you guys know any teams that want to join that tournament, I'm sure we can tweak those rules. That was Kogel's blueprint, but that ain't what it's gonna. It can't be like that. It's not set in stone.
I mean, that's gonna be really easy for some teams and really hard for others.
Summer Madness, not Summer Madness. We're gonna call it Summer
The
Slam.
team with the most wins moves on to the next round. I take it.
No,
Or the most touchdowns.
It's double elimination.
The teams with the most points move on.
No, it's double elimination. So you play. So say you're the Kimberleys and I'm the Slims, and we play. You lose, and then you'll play another team, and then if you lose you're out. And then I keep playing, and then you know what I'm saying.
But it's the team with the most the most points that wins
until everybody's eliminated.
The
you
team
keep playing with the most.
Yeah, but the team that scores the most points.
No, it has nothing to do with the points.
So who moves on?
Whoever won.
Who wins? It's the points, right?
No. Whoever hasn't lost.
I know, but me and you are playing.
Yeah.
How do you determine the winner between me and you? The person who has the most touchdowns, the most points.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a regular game. Yeah. It's a regular game. Of course, it's the most points, but I'm not saying the points doesn't matter as a total type. Like, so if
only against the person you're playing, yeah. Well, I didn't know. I mean, it's different stuff, so I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we play. I win the game. You got one loss. You play another loser of another team. You win.
I still think you should get your tournament up there.
Our one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that still. I still want to do the one-on-ones, but we'll see.
But we'd have to do it after playoffs. I get it.
Yeah.
Teams don't want
to
get hurt before the playoffs. So it'd have to be after playoffs, but before the next season starts.
Once this gets set in stone, we'll predict our winner of the.
Someone said my two biggest advocates need my hype man on that side 2 weeks from now. I never quit on you. Good night.
Good night, man. And I never quit on you, my man. I seen you make too many good throws against on that D Simone team. And all they was doing, most hated, whatever you want to call them guys, they just kept dropping the ball.
Twins just dropping the ball.
Not just them, everybody. Yeah.
Well,
So,
you were his biggest critic at first. Remember he threw 5 touchdowns the first time he was out there?
Yeah.
You made him hang up his throwing cleats.
When he was on the old balls.
Yeah,
I did attack him. He threw 5 interceptions.
We didn't even know who he was. You're like, oh man, Spell was out there throwing. He definitely was slinging the ball to the wrong team.
Yeah, I did attack him. But Spellman's a cool dude. But
yeah, he's a good dude.
At least he doesn't quit.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So shout out to Spellman. Shout out to everybody else that listened. Thank you guys. Thumbs up the video. Hit the Cash App. Barbershop Talk Radio.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna be on next week or not.
I'm going to a tournament in Pittman on Thursday. It's a flag tournament. Shout out to Owen for letting me know about it. Good luck to GC Irish. Them bums is in it.
Hopefully we'll have some footage to put up for that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go record something. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Shout out to everybody. Thank you. I will see you guys next
we
Wednesday.
might be on we might be on next week, maybe not. Who knows yet? I don't know.
I
just
depends
on if we got anything to talk about.
Radio. Goodbye.
But all right, see y'all.
Peace.